Noisy Pixel.
It's now or it's never, and I've got to make my decision. This time it could be my moment. Is this a mirage or just to fulfill my mission? I'm giving the balance, but I'm standing on razor's edge now.
Ever since Persona 4 Golden released on PlayStation Vita, the Persona series has appeared on many top 10 gaming lists everywhere. The title jump-started the craze for the series, so when Persona 5 released in 2017, it made it cool to be a turn-based JRPG nerd again. To fill the West's new craving for the Persona series, Atlus has developed 2 new titles in their Persona Dancing series, Persona 3 Dancing in Moonlight and Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight. Although it might not be exactly what players were asking for, each game features the entire main cast of Persona 3 and Persona 5 and throws them into their own rhythm game, which includes each title's respective soundtrack. However, each game is priced as a newly released title, which can be asking a lot from fans since they both release on the same day. Although there is an option to buy them both as a bundle, some might wonder if there's any reasons why you should buy one over the other, or perhaps you'd like both. We'll try to walk you through the pros and cons of each title, but if you haven't, please watch our individual reviews of both games. Links can be found below. Persona 3 was first released on PlayStation 2. The game also received a few re-releases which added new characters and features. Persona 3 would ultimately change the Persona mainline series as a whole and started the life sim dungeon crawling game loop that players enjoy today. Depending on how long you played Persona 3, P3D will provide a nice dose of nostalgia as the game's cast reunites as if 10 years haven't passed since the last time you saw them together, except if you played Persona Q. P3D relies heavily on how much the player knows about the characters, which makes the conversations, unique character personalities, and nuances written in the story so much more appealing. Also, when it comes to P3D, the soundtrack absolutely steals the show. This could be because of the amount of time the game has been out, which allowed it to be remixed and redeveloped, but the game's playable tracks excel in comparisons to P5D's almost bare-bones track list. When it comes to P5D, we just have to be honest. Persona 5 stole our hearts when it released in 2016. The game's style and flair created so many new fans of the series, and that grows even to this day. That love for the game will be the biggest drawing points for players because it spends even more time on the cast and you learn even more about them throughout the game's story. However, besides the lack of track diversity, the game's group tracks aren't as fun as they are in P3D, with one track just being a long, slow song over the credit roll, which happens at about the middle of the game. What P5D has going for it is its dedication to fan service and fulfilling that throughout every minute of gameplay. P3D and P5D are both similar in gameplay mechanics, but it's the player that will ultimately be the deciding point as to which game they feel closer to and if that warrants spending more money getting both titles or just getting the one that they really love. Both games feature 25 tracks and mirror each other in terms of mechanics, but those who will get more to them will depend on what kind of Persona fan you are. Unless you're just a die-hard rhythm game player, then by all means, you'll probably just enjoy both of them and skip the story altogether. Thank you so much for watching. Noisy Pixel is ran by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.